Yeah, she flies, dude. Anyone hating on Maverick is you're just a hater. Yeah.
I wouldn't be standing alone tonight.
Yeah.
Oh!
And I landed it. There you go. See?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be standing alone tonight.
We wandering off and shit, dog.
Wouldn't be standing.
Yeah. Finish my cup and post.
What's up, YouTube? I'm out here with the Maverick Quantum Plus Flux. It's been a while. This is a 10 scale truggy. It's on a composite chassis. It's got a center diff, 3.2s. These are called treads. I can't remember, entanglements maybe, something like that. And you know what? These are 14mm hex. So if you guys have Arma 3S line, this is an option. And they're really, really good. Anyway, this one's got all the HD parts on it, HD shafts, HD arms. It's been pretty tough. It's all stock besides I put a wheelie bar on it. Probably don't really need it out here, but nonetheless. Also, I went from a 13 tooth pinion to a 15 tooth pinion. This has Mod 1 gearing. It was $300, so it's close to $100 less than the Arma 3S line. And you get a little bit more in my opinion, now that they've updated a lot of these parts. You get a center diff, Mod 1, pivot ball suspension. That alone is kind of an upgrade. I guess these shocks could bend, but the Arma shocks aren't very good either. So we'll see how these shocks go. They do make HD shafts for those shocks. Also, they have a bunch of hop-ups. I've got metal chassis braces, steel spur gear, and a couple other hop-ups to install eventually. But for now, let's just try this 15 tooth pinion. Also, I put a Lexan wing on here. The stock wing, it breaks pretty easily. So we went with the Lexan wing. It's just kind of rigged up on there. We'll see how it holds up. I had a different kind of setup on there before. I put a little bit of extra Lexan and some more padding to see if it'll hold up a little better. But yeah, it's 3S center diff, probably needs tuning. Oh wow, 15 tooth pinion wakes this thing up. It wouldn't really wheelie too much before, but I think it will now. Oh. Yeah, center diff needs tuning for sure. There it goes. Yeah, it's 15 tooth pinion's a sweet spot. We'll see if it gets hot. It does come with a pretty big heat sink. But if it gets warm on a 15 tooth pinion off-road, I'll put a fan. Yeah, but it wants to pull up now. It really didn't pull up before. Oh, although the it does bleed a lot to the front. Oh, excuse me. Chicken strips 2 days in a row. Anyway, the bodies on these are thin. Go ahead and do your shoe goo thing or your duct tape. I use duct tape to reinforce it. Oh yeah, this thing's quick now, dude. It was pretty fast before. I think they were going, I don't know, high 40s or something. I've seen guys with the 15 tooth pinion. They're doing, I'm guessing in the low 50s now. Probably getting 5 miles an hour. Yeah, it does bleed off a little bit to the front. Not crazy, but it does. Oops. There's that piece of granite I was talking about. I ran it over with this one. Let's see. It went right over like it was nothing. Just a scratch. Bugs are out here tough right now. It's gonna be mosquito season. I'm not looking forward to that, but it is what it is. Whew. She jumps like an 8 scale. It basically is an 8 scale pretty much. It's just, you know. But since it's there's the mosquitoes I'm talking about. They're all over the place. Since it's a, you know, a truggy, it's a 10 scale, but it's wheelbase of like an 8 scale. It's more like an 8 scale buggy wheelbase or so. Dang, they're out here. Look at all of them. You see all those? Some of those are gnats, but some of those are skeeters, boy. Where's the skeeter at? I need the skeeter to come out here and take care of these skeeters. Oh man, they're on me. This might be a short run. I got some organic mosquito repellent that doesn't have any of that neat stuff in it, whatever that is. Oh, that's how you break your wing, but not those wings. This wing's cool. Oh man, they're everywhere. Evenings in the mountain, guys. This is gonna be a 2-part video. This thing's an animal now on 15 tooth though. That's all it needed. I think these are 350 now though. They were 300, now they're up 350. And it jumps good. I like this rig. Oh, my fault. We had a couple pretty good hits to the back here, and this wing is it's good. So the wheelie bar is good. I didn't use the proper screws in that wheelie bar. I was just kind of worried about it. Pivot ball suspension on all 4 corners. You got to adjust it after so many runs, guys. On all pivot ball suspensions, you know, they loosen up a little bit, tighten them up, not too tight. So they move freely still, but also not too loose. I haven't done these ones yet. This is probably like the 5th run of this. I ran it like 4 times and then put it away. Maybe more. I'm getting bit on my head everywhere. They're all around me. One jump and then we're calling this a night. We're gonna come back out here again and we'll shoot part 2. Stay tuned. Peace. Back out with the Quantum Plus. The mosquitoes were killing me the other day. It's the season. I also read something about they're releasing genetically modified mosquitoes. Who knows with this government? This government these days is a joke. Anyway, I'm running these Speed Tread Vultures. They're actually stadium track wheels and tires, so they're a little bit smaller. I just wanted to try them. They're a little bit more offset. I think it looks okay. If these were just a tiny bit bigger, they'd be perfect on here. But I've also put the chassis braces in. If you guys could see in there, I don't know if you could see in there. It's the same kind of gold anodized. And I've got a couple other hop-ups for this, but I haven't put on yet. A steel spur and some turnbuckles. Now with these wheels and tires, this grass is a little high because it's sitting low like a little truggy right now. It's I don't know. These wheels and tires would kind of be like running backflip LPs on like a 7 scale or a Creighton or something like that. You know what I mean? Scale wise, because this is the size of an 8 scale buggy. Or a short course truck. Just set up in a truggy platform. Now we're running the 15 tooth pinion still. Oh man, look at how high this grass is already. Oh my goodness. It's like you can't barely even see the truck. I'm gonna stay out of this high stuff. Don't want to overheat the motor. It ran a little bit warm on the 15 tooth, not crazy, a little bit. But these are smaller tires, so that might make up for that. But the grass is taller. I gotta mow again this weekend. Got my weed whacker. Well, my weed whacker was so bad. It was always kind of oh man, this thing flies with these wheels and tires. It's just this grass is just a little bit high. My 2-stroke weed eater never liked the winter. You know, it used to sit for the winter and then it'd be hard to start. Of course, you know, there's ways to prevent that with emptying out the gas, you know, running that stable stuff, whatever. I'm just lazy, so my buddy gave me a 4-stroke. It just needed some work, so I put some parts on it, put the right attachment on it, and it's rocking and rolling. So I used it, but now I've got to come down here and do all this stuff, mow and do that this weekend. And I'll probably try to keep this as green as possible this year. Last year we were in a serious drought, so I wasn't watering, but this year I'm going to try to water and keep it green for longer. No wheelies with these though, these low profile. They grip though. They grip, dude. These Speed Tread, Vultures. These are actually for like my Centens and stuff. You know, I have a couple sets. I've got these, I've got the Street Tire, Speed Treads. They're the same size. Big Rock and the Centen, they're good for that. Street running and whatnot. But stadium truck wheels and tires are perfect on short course trucks, in my opinion. You gotta love the white letters and everything on these too. But they rip. They grip. They hook. And this thing's pretty fast on a 15 tooth pinion, guys. I thought it was a 13 tooth, and I gotta recheck, but I was reading and they say it was a 12 tooth that came on here stock, if I'm not mistaken. I was reading the advertisement on this on I think RC Hobby Explosion, and it was saying that it was a 12 stock. I thought it was 13, so we might be up from a, oh, I hit myself. We might be up from a 12 to a 15, which is ripping, boy. Let's see here. It's nice and cool still. Might need to tighten that up. They make some more hop-ups. I think diff cases, diff case mounts, different motor mounts. You know, the chassis braces, arms, shock towers. They got the whole full list of hop-ups. And they're mostly that gold anodized. And it's pretty nice stuff. RC Hobby Explosion has it all. Yeah. I love this rig. $299? Come on. I think it's more now, but when it was $299, it was a steal, if you ask me. This grass is just got some real thick spots. It's pretty good over here. But like, look at this. Look how thick this stuff is over here. Yeah, she flies, dude. And you wouldn't hating on Maverick, is you're just a hater. You know, you got a turnbuckle that breaks, or you know, an axle that bends. Upgrade it. Costs a couple bucks. People run Armas and have to upgrade their whole chassis and stuff for hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and they don't whine. But let a axle bend on you, and then you're like, this is the worst RC ever made, guys. I'm tired of that kind of talk. It's you know, certain guys whine about everything, and then they make videos crying. People don't like crybabies. And if you do, you're also a crybaby. Another thing, haters. So, if you don't agree with somebody, you're automatically labeled a hater nowadays. It's so funny. What a real hater is hating on somebody that's doing well, you know, like you're jealous. That's what a hater is. Like, I'm jealous of this guy, you know, so I'm gonna hate on him. Disagreeing with someone does not make you a hater. It means you have a different opinion or a different point of view on stuff. You got these big channels, everyone's a hater. He's a hater. No, they're not haters, they just don't agree with you. And we're not gonna agree. Brand loyalty is a real thing, you know, just like Ford and Chevy. You got Traxxas and Arrma is like Ford and Chevy. So, and another thing, if I was a Chevy guy, big time Chevy guy, Chevy, everything, and Ford gave me a Mustang to review, do you think I'm going to be fair on that Mustang? Or am I going to give it kind of a bad review just because I'm biased? Think of that, guys. Just like when you're watching like a Traxxas orientated channel, it's like he's a straight Traxxas guy and he does a review on an Arrma. You're not going to get a real review on that. And then they're gonna sugarcoat the Traxxas reviews, and vice versa for Arrma. Same thing. If it was an Arrma guy who got a Traxxas, you know, just the way it is. My point is this: if you like RC car, you buy the RC car. If it doesn't fit your needs or doesn't suit what you thought it was gonna be, oh yeah, you sell that RC car. Not a big deal. But Maverick got lots of hate, and they don't deserve it. Now, I know the V1s had kind of, the arms were kind of weak, and, you know, the axles were kind of weak, but they quickly fixed that with the V2s. And they rip, and they look good. They look good. They really do. It's not even hot. With these wheels and tires, even in this grass, it ain't that hot. We'll send it a couple more times, and I'm gonna go in and watch Bellator. Bellator's in France today, so it's on early. Yeah, this thing's rips, guys. I feel bad for people who didn't buy it when it was $299. I mean, come on, it's about the same price as the Arrma 3S now, but it's still, I think it's better. It's better than Arrma 3S's. I mean, on paper it's better for sure, and my experience driving it, it's just as strong. You know, and you've got center diff and, you know, bigger motor, you know, max 10 ESC. Come on. And it's a truggy, you know. This is probably better than the Arrma 4S, the Arrma Creighton 4S. It is for sure, because that thing was kind of weak. So was the Outcast 4S. It just wasn't a very good rig. That's why they discontinued them. The only thing this would, I think, for the price that you get now, you pay now, I think it's $350 or $360. I think this should come with the metal spur. And you know what? I think that, you know, I might run 4S on this. I might put the 4S ESC and see if it can handle it. But I also got a 4S motor I can put in here too. But honestly, 15-tooth pinion, bone stock with a couple little hop-ups. I mean, 15-tooth pinion's fast enough. For sure. It's got to be doing low 50s now. I think it does mid 40s, high 40s, but with this it'll do low 50s for sure. You see the chassis braces right there, guys? Can you see that? I don't know if you guys can see. I'll take it off real quick. I've got a metal spur and a couple other things to put on here as well. The main complaint on this rig for sure would be the wing. The wing was fragile, and the body too. So just go ahead and shoe glue or duct tape your body And what we got here? Piece of bark right there. So yeah, these braces right here, bam and bam. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm gonna tune the diff and put with these tires though, the diff doesn't need to be tuned, but with the big tires you need to tune it because it balloons a little bit, but it rips hard with these stock settings, stock diff oil. I believe this is a 49. I'm gonna put a 46, and I've got a 46 for the Quantum R as well. But anyway guys, this is a cool rig. Don't believe the haters. If you like the looks of it, go ahead and buy it. You know, the same thing with the Kaiju. There's a bunch of haters on the Kaiju. There's a bunch of haters on the Kronos XTR. You know, you make your own decisions. Don't let a guy on YouTube decide for you. Peace.